OpenAI just completely changed the game for developers. Seriously, their DevDay 2025 keynote wasn't just some minor update, it was a roadmap for a whole new way of building with AI. So let's break down the 4 key announcements that are about to redefine, well, pretty much everything.
First up, let's just talk about scale for a second, because the numbers here are absolutely staggering. 2 years ago, at their first Dev Day, 100 million people were using ChatGPT weekly. Pretty big, right? Well, today, that number has exploded 8 times over to 800 million. This has gone way beyond a niche tool for tech folks. This is the new global platform.
And this quote from CEO Sam Altman just hits the nail on the head. We've officially moved past the AI as a toy phase. The message from this Dev Day was crystal clear. AI is now the fundamental platform. It's the bedrock on which everything new is going to be built.
The whole keynote was structured around 4 game-changing ideas. We're going to look at how they're putting entire apps inside ChatGPT, how you can build powerful AI agents in just minutes, what it means to have AI as a true coding teammate, and then, of course, the brand new engine making it all possible. Okay, so this first big idea is all about turning ChatGPT from just a chatbot into a real operating system. And we're not just talking about linking out to other tools anymore. No, this is about embedding full-blown interactive apps directly inside your conversation. So the key to all this is something they're calling the Apps SDK. Now, SDK just stands for Software Development Kit. You can basically think of it as a box of Legos for developers. And this new kit lets companies like Spotify or Canva build these little mini versions of their apps that can live and breathe and react right inside a chat.
And here's what that actually looks like. Imagine you're planning a party. You ask ChatGPT for some music ideas. Instead of just giving you a list of songs, it intelligently goes, "Hey, want to use Spotify for this?" Then boom, the Spotify app just appears right there in the chat, and you build your whole playlist without ever having to leave the conversation. It's completely seamless.
This idea of talking to apps gets even crazier. In one of the live demos, they had a Coursera video playing inside the chat. The presenter just typed, "Hey, can you explain what they mean by that?" And instantly, because the app and the model share the same context, ChatGPT gave a perfect, detailed explanation of what was happening on screen. I mean, that could totally change how we all learn online.
So if that first pillar was about bringing apps into the AI, the second one is about making it radically easier to build the AI itself. You see, creating AI agents, tools that can actually do stuff for you, has always been the super slow, complex process for expert teams only. Well, OpenAI wants to blow that wide open.
And their answer is a new platform called AgentKit. The goal here is to just smash through all that complexity by giving developers visual building blocks. So instead of coding everything from the ground up, you can visually design, deploy, and manage AI agents. It just makes the whole thing unbelievably faster.
To prove just how fast, they did something incredibly brave. A live demo with a big countdown clock on the screen. The challenge? Build and ship a fully functional AI agent for the Dev Day conference website right there on stage. They put 8 minutes on the clock.
And the goal was to create an agent that could actually help attendees navigate the conference. Someone could ask, "What session should I go to if I want to learn about building agents?" And the agent would have to search the schedule, understand the question, and give a really helpful visual answer. All of this was built using a drag-and-drop workflow builder, not a single line of code.
The whole audience was just watching this clock tick down, and they did it. They finished. With 49 seconds still left on the clock, the agent was built and deployed live for everyone in the room to start using. Just incredible.
I mean, really think about what this means. A task that would have easily taken a skilled team weeks to pull off was just completed live on stage in about 7 minutes. This isn't just a small improvement, it's a monumental leap in the speed of creation.
So this third pillar takes that idea of speed and applies it directly to the act of writing software. This is all about their AI coding agent Codex, and they're positioning it as more than just a tool. It's a real shift, an AI teammate that actually works right alongside developers.
Okay, so first, Codex is now officially available for everybody, and it's powered by a brand new model. But just look at these numbers. Daily usage is already up 10 times, and get this. OpenAI's own engineers are 70% more productive. They're shipping almost twice the amount of work just by using their own tool. To show off what this new power really means, they set up what was, hands down, the most mind-blowing demo of the entire day. The challenge was this.
Could an engineer use nothing but their voice to control and reprogram complex hardware in the room live?
And just listen to how simple the command was. The presenter, he just spoke naturally into a microphone. He didn't use any technical jargon or weird function names. He just asked a simple question, exactly like you'd ask another person.
And in an instant, the entire professional lighting rig in that auditorium responded, turning and shining on the audience. In that single moment, Codex understood natural language, wrote the correct code for incredibly complex hardware, and executed it flawlessly. They literally talked software into existence. It was pure magic.
Of course, demos like that don't just happen. They need a massive amount of power under the hood. And that brings us to the final pillar, the new engine that's driving all of this innovation forward.
So there were 3 huge model announcements. First, GPT-5 Pro is now available in their API, which is the doorway for other apps to use its brain, making it perfect for really complex jobs in law or finance. Second, the Sora 2 API is here, giving developers the keys to put that incredible AI video generation inside their own products. And finally, GPT Real-Time Mini, a new voice model that makes high-quality voice chats 70% cheaper, which is going to make voice the main way we interact with everything. So when you put all 4 of these announcements together, they all point to one single powerful theme: a massive, massive acceleration in the speed of creation. We're shifting from a world where software took months or even years to build to a world where a powerful idea can become a reality in just minutes.
And that's really the question they left hanging in the air at the end of it all. The barriers between our imagination and actually creating something are just dissolving faster than anyone really thought possible. So when the only real limit is your own creativity, what will you build?